I know how I got talked into this. Yeah, it's me.
What are you doing?
Larry said something about a tour, and I was supposed to do it because he's with the
studio tour?
Yeah.
The long-awaited studio tour?
Yeah, somehow I got roped in, so.
Alright, well come on in.
Alright.
Hey, welcome folks. I'm Jason Mink to Having a Drink with Mink. We're having some tea at the moment because I wasn't expecting to even do one of these things right here. But this is the long-awaited studio tour. When it comes right down to it, that last one was pretty greasy. So figure we'll have an update. We'll start right here. This is where the magic happens.
And as you can see from the hilarious jokes, this is next week's script. Wait, these are scripted? Kinda. Here's some vintage Halloween decorations from my buddy Darren. I'm thinking of making that skull into a t-shirt. Then this lovely print of Bela Lugosi looms over our Mego monster shelves. No vintage here, these are all newer monsters from Mego, along with a few sideshow and DST offerings. There's Dracula, Frankenstein, the Wolfman, and Vincent Price as Mr. Hyde. Hacha! With autumn just around the corner, I look forward to taking more pictures of these guys outside, as I'm a strong advocate for folks to play with their toys. Just don't be like me and lose the little pieces. Then here's more Mego. Yes, you'll detect a bit of a theme. We've got it all. Marvel and DC superheroes, Star Trek aliens, Planet of the Apes dudes, along with some bottom shelf randos, including my vintage monsters. You gotta keep them on the lowest shelf as these guys live to dive. Longtime viewers of the channel will recognize most of this stuff as we've reviewed just about every piece here before, like the Spider Car and the Stanley Cologne. See something you like? I'll go back and track down some of the early episodes. They're powerful fun, and I ain't joshing. And how about some old school pinball glass? This piece is from 1947. Here's the desk where we shoot, a humble affair really, but hey, we don't believe in putting on airs. Here's the legendary Mink drink glass, which has been with us since before the beginning. This thing outlasted my marriage. As there's a law against having this much exposed wood paneling in a 21st century home, I covered it with some groovy 60s era posters. Here's a favorite, a bright and sunny yellow submarine offering, courtesy of Dennis and Michelle. Then it's the Mego Starship Enterprise and her intrepid crew. And it looks like Jim is freaking out. Get that man a relaxing injection. Sorry about the glare. Here's an absolutely cherry Action Jackson gifted to us from Adam Seagard. A choice piece I am thrilled to have in the collection. How about some Archies? I keep them separate from the other books because, well, I never know when I'm going to need to take a quick trip to Riverdale. Another Mego playset / carrying case in the form of the Hall of Justice. After all, these guys are an elite crime-fighting team, so they need a headquarters. Oh, and a few ladies might be nice as well. Then there are wee people all over the studio. How many can you name? And don't just call them all Peanut.
Where do you keep your comics? How do you do it? Well, pretty basic. Keep them in a closet.
It's the archive.
Boxes. This is the archive, and that's pretty much all of them. I mean, I got more boxes scattered throughout the house and stuff, but this is the bulk of everything, and it isn't as convenient as I'd like. I'd like to make more of these style shelves because trying to get to the stuff on the bottom, it's a bit of a trick. But you know, at the end of the day, you know, it's wonderful to have a space to have all of these comics. It's wonderful to be able to, you know, have the archive to call upon and share with you, the viewer. Until the next time.
Okay, well, there was that. Anyway, Still pretty greasy when it comes right down to it. I guess I got to work on it a little bit, but hey, it's hard not to be greasy in this weather. You know what I'm saying? The gals over in makeup literally just patted me down, and I can tell I got a sheen going. Oh man, I can actually feel the heat coming off of my dome. It is murderous, and I waited until after midnight to shoot this. I guess it's not going to get any cooler, so let's jump right into it. I hope you have a nice beverage. I know that I do. No ice cubes, Larry? Well, I hope it's nicer than mine, at any rate. It's fine. Never mind. All right, well, let's jump right into it. As you can see, we have a monolithic box right here. It is standing there, all mysterious and enigmatic. What is inside of it? Well, I just don't know, do I? This box comes from OG Supreme Oren Phillips. Now, if that name sounds familiar, well, it should. Oren is one of the Dollar Bin Bandits. The Dollar Bin Bandits have been producing some wonderful comics-based content for the past couple years now, interviewing all your favorite creators. It's amazing the people that they managed to talk to. Oren and Joe have spoken to some truly fine folks and gotten some amazing stories. I gotta say, I'm always knocked out by their content, and it's well worth checking them out at the link below. You betcha. So what's in the box? Let's find out. But before we do, you may have noticed the return of one naked Woody Harrelson. That's right. Now, where you been, Woody? He went on one of those, take 30 legal drugs in 30 days world tour things that, folks do sometimes. And he came back thinking that he was Mulu, the god of the rainforest, from what I understand. He's kind of got some kind of, psychedelic body paint thing going on there, channeling the nature spirits. And I'm literally not going to get in the way. He's been chewing on that leaf, and he's got that look in his eyes, so I'm definitely not going to mess with him. Let's just play along, Mulu. Okay, so the box itself. Maybe we'll move the big G here. And this wonderful photograph as well. And we will tackle the box on its own terms. Here it is. And it's wrapped pretty well. I guess I could just rip it off, but that'd be pretty noisy, pretty messy, and definitely lacking in class. Am I right? So, we're going to use this guy. Now, Stabby Joe and Sticky, well, they're off doing their own thing, but Razor Boy is here to make it all happen. So, with a quick and deft slice of the wrist, and then maybe one tiny one right here. Razor Boy makes it happen. Yes, he does. Will you still have a song to sing when the Razor Boy comes and takes your fancy things away? Will you still be singing it on that cold and windy day? Will ya? All right. Well, look what's inside. Some comic books. How about that? And it is quite the spread of comic books. All right off the bat, we've got a winner. It's Fat Plains Drifter. That is Herbie from A+ Comics. These are some interesting 80s black and white reprints. For those of you who missed the ACG comics the first time around, you get them in all their wonderful black and white glory. And on the inside, what do we have? Stories like Clear the Road for Skinny. Great stuff. We're off to a wonderful start. And then what do we got in here? It's more Herbie. It's the first issue. That's right. And it's the Fat Fury. They're not so tough. Hey, those costumes look a little bit familiar, don't they? Yet even more Herbie, ladies and gentlemen, in Pirate Gold. And introducing Cookie. Oh yeah, this is number 3. And then, oh wow, this is an original Herbie. This was number 4. That's quite the treat right there. This isn't great. I gotta change this. Maybe bend that down like that, and then it ain't in the way so much. All right, how about Freddy? He's still only 10 cents. Oh, and dig that date stamp. Wow, this is cool. I have never seen this book before. Comics for breakfast, anyone? Okay, and then what next? Haha, it's Hate. It's the Buddy Bradley All-American issue. Oh yeah, my buddy Owen Halterline used to enjoy a Hate comic or two. He was big into the black and whites. And then here we have some Life with Archie. Oh wow! Let's take this out of the bag so we can really groove on it. What's my crime? Well, let's find out on the inside. This is one of those 2/3 covers. They would cut the title off. At the newsstand, they'd send it back for credit for their unsold copies, and these were meant to be disposed of, but, well, who's going to throw away a perfectly good comic book, I ask you, especially when Archie's freedom is on the line? Oh, no. Mom's is crying, Pops is consoling her, and the girls, well, I'm not sure what they saw, but hope they get over it sooner rather than later. And then it is 3D Dans Macabre. Ooh, and that is quite magnificent. It's the 3D Zone. Dare you enter? Zone Vision? Haha. And then get out the bongos. It's Simpson Comics. This is the first issue collector's item. Holy smokes! He's here, and he's hungry. He's the amazing, colossal Homer. And you also get a giant Simpsons pull-out poster inside. Do you want to see me put the poster up on the wall? Let me know in the comments section below. 'Cause I will. I ain't afraid. And then we got Ralph Snart Adventures. It's 3D. And it includes those 3D glasses because you're going to need them for your Married with Children 3D comic. Coming soon. That's what I want to see. Kelly Bundy in 3D. Oh, yeah. And then... I'm not really sure what this comic is, but the back cover is so appealing, I think I'll show that first. Look at this guy. Oh, you know he knows his way around fun. It's Big Daddy Roth and Rat Fink. Welcome to the 3D Zone. Oh, we're already in it. And then we got a coverless cutie right here. It's Lester Cool and Chester Square. This is Archie's Madhouse. What's that? Larry says I'm being too loud into the microphone. My voice has a tendency to go up and down, you may have noticed. It's genuine enthusiasm, I tell you. I just love comics that much. Oh, man. Wow! Holy smokes, it's Cosmo the Merry Martian. I've only seen pictures of this book. Somehow I've dug through thousands and thousands of Archies, but this is the first time I've come across a Cosmo, and that is spiffy. And then we have Around the Block with Duncan Lou. Wow, that's funny. I think that someone in the old guys group just posted this the other day. What next? Fabulous Flesh Fashion. Oh, my. Oh, wait, I can't show that, can I? It's Idiot Land. Calling all idiots. Doug Allen and Gary Lieb. What goes on the inside? We'll just take a random sample. Wow. Very nice. Gotta love those black and whites. And then, Do the Rat Thing, Herman Verman's very own best-selling, critically acclaimed book with Gregory in it. Now, I'm a big fan of Gregory. Like I said, my buddy Owen Halterline was way into the black and whites, and he had all the Gregorys. I read them through him, and so I've never had the opportunity to crack this one. So that is very cool. Do the rat thing. Aw, man. And apparently 3D is the thing with this box. It's Ripoff Press presents Underground Classics #2, and it's Gilbert Sheldon and 3D? Oh, wow. Basil Wolverton's Gateway to Horror. Dig that, man. It's a Dark Horse comic. And then on the back, are you ready to take a trip to the planet of terror? I'll see you there. And then, are you ready for a real mobile tank? Well, for only $5 you can get one. 6 feet long. Sure, that's enough to take over a neighborhood, isn't it? Here's another Cosmo. Oh, wow, nice. Bob White cover. And then following on, it's air. Often imitated, never duplicated air. Get yourself a couple bags of it today. Because you never know when you're going to need it. I mean, apparently someone needed this one. Oh, yeah. I'll save that for later anyway. All right, then what do we got? Even more Cosmo. Dig that. And holy smokes, I think I used to go out with her. And then we have, oh man, this beautiful copy of Archie number 119. It's a 10-center, folks. Then, can you imagine touring Finland for only 10 cents? Oh, it's true, baby. I think it's some sort of government program. You just send away, a couple guys will show up in the middle of the night. They'll help you pack and everything. Pretty fantastic. Only problem is getting back home. Is that mint? Oh, we're back. All right, and then what do we have? It's Archie's Girls, Betty and Veronica. And the Grand Comics database credits this one to Dan DiCarlo. Following on with Archie's Pals and Gals. Oh yeah, then Archie's a very sociable fella. This is a giant size, number 18. And here the kids are rocking out in outer space. You can tell there's Saturn in the distance, some kind of freaky Lovecraftian city happening in the background, and this green fella, he's just looking on, isn't he? He just likes to rock and roll. Or maybe they're just dancing in his bathroom. It's hard to say. And then we have Betty and Veronica, and wow, all right. That's my kind of cover. Hope Archie can swim. Here's Betty and Veronica. A rather fanciful cover. Not really the kind of thing that Archie was known for, but pretty cute nonetheless. Pretty funny. I think that Fred Flintstone is looking for his dinosaur. And then what do we have? It's Archie's pal, Jughead. I told you he was a sociable guy. And here he is at the malt shop with Ronnie, and then what's going on? Betty is lamenting while she just can't seem to get with this waffle-headed clown. And there's Jughead. I'm not quite sure what's happened. He seems to have swallowed his teeth. I think you gotta glue him in a little bit better, bud. And then we have another Jughead. Here he is being beset by the feminine type. Oh yeah, that's a problem that all of us comic readers have had at one point in time or another, hasn't it? Sometimes you just gotta beat those ladies off with a stick. Then here's Laugh. Every month, you get to laugh once. These are the new rules. Betty, what do you like most about Archie? His character or his appearance? His appearance. And the sooner the better. Yeah. And then following on, it's Little Archie. Actually, it's Giant Little Archie. How do you reconcile that? Riverdale is a crazy place. Here's Little Archie in Animal Land. Oh, dear Lord. What's happened to his eyes? What's happened to his eyes? I don't blame those kids for crying. No, sir. And then it's Little Jinx. Oh, dear Lord. It's the Archie comics syntax when it comes right down to it. I found that just about every issue of Archie, tucked somewhere within inside of it has that syntax. Little Jinx stories, sometimes it's 1 page, sometimes it's 8 pages. Ooh, then they really make you pay. Oh, yeah, Little Jinx. Next, indeed. And then, ooh, this is nice. This is Pep from January of 1962 with a very nifty sci-fi cover. I think I hung out with that dude once. Next up, it's a comic book from the 1990s, early 1990s, if the plastic cover's any indication. It's another Herbie. Check it out with this John Byrne cover. Slipping on out of here. And test the vintage. Oh, yeah. What does it smell like? Optimism, prosperity, and Dr. Giggles. Why not? I'm already laughing. And then here we have even more Herbie. Freeze. Are you one I should bop you with these here lollipops? Oh, you don't want that. Get you right on the temple. It'll be all sticky, nasty. Have to go take a shower. You just had one, didn't you? We're going to wrap things up with one final issue of Herbie, and here he is. Apparently the Starship Lollipop flying out of Uranus. Was that too much? Should I do it again? No, it's too hot to do it again, Larry tells me. Okay, well, thank you so very much, Oren. This is amazing. I gotta say, this is one hell of a stack. I didn't know what to expect, and I'm floored. Absolutely. I truly appreciate you thinking about me, and it's really great to be able to share these wonderful books with you. So, from all of us to all of you, I'm your host, Jason Mink. Woody Harrelson here. He's going to go off and probably sacrifice a virgin or two. Who could blame him? Until the next time, cheers.